Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the new season of Mahjong Soul. It feels so good to say that. We're gonna dive right into Not a Friendly Match, a 4-player East. We are Expert 3, so we still can't access the Master Room. But someday, chat. Last episode didn't go so great. A lot of things did not go our way. And then real unfortunate luck at the end. This hand looks pretty good though. 2, 3, 4, pair of 5s, 3, 3, 6, 1, 2, 7, 8. So I can see all my blocks. I've got 2 pairs. Terminal weight, but then a double-sided weight. So cut white, cut 6, and we're ready to go. Open south to the right, Yaku high. We can't open on ours. Doesn't need to. Doesn't need to. If I draw something over in the characters, I'll probably cut the 2-1. But the 3 came out. I think I'll cut the 2-1 anyways. I'd rather take an inside weight over a terminal weight. And this 3, 3, 4 might turn into something now. Also, the 5 can turn into something now. There are 1s. Got the 6? No, I've got too many pairs. Get rid of the 1s.
私のドラを泣いたら高くつくわよ。ポンです。
An interesting one. The 1's pwned is very weird, but after 5, 5, 6, it's not that strange. Makes me nervous about this bird, but I think I can get it out there soon enough. What is his angle? What is he up to? Now he's pwning the 8s? Is it just a toy? The count of 6s is kind of annoying, so I was hoping to maybe do something over here. Revealing the 2 as Dora is also pretty disappointing. I think I still got time to drop this 5, but maybe not. Luckily 9s and 2s are kind of taken care of. 2 2s, 2 9s. All the 9s are gone now. So the only Dora are the red 5s. At the south. Yeah, somehow we missed the boat. Everyone's all the way called down. Oh, we didn't have a Yaku high, that's why. I'll throw the 2. Which one's the scariest? Maybe that guy across. He's got a Dora showing. I can open on Tanya now, but I don't have the 5. Yeah, double run on the 3s. Inside weight, and a double-sided weight. Both hands were trash. I did correctly identify the more expensive one, though. A lot of nothing on this one. But I could cut the 9-pin first and maybe entertain a half flush. I've only got 1, 2, 3 blocks towards it, though. I don't want to open on a tile that isn't my wing, obviously. It's just going to lock me into a bad spot. Characters look safe to the right, though, so I don't mind cutting this set. And I drew another bamboo, but it's one of the worst ones. I had 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, so I was looking for 4, 7 to kind of round that out. But I got the 6 instead, so now I have 5, 5, 6, 6, 6 with a 7 floating. Through the west, let's go for that half flush. And I hate to say it, but it might be a toy as well, because I've got 2 pawns. I have to squeeze this 3 through, which looks real dangerous. The 8 is super helpful. I can play the 1. I can buy a turn. If it passes, okay, we have a game. The 4 is not good though. I don't like the white dragon either. Okay. It's at least Suji now. East is safe as well. Own the 5s, cut the east. Wow. The 3 I'm not discarding though. The 6 came out. Yeah. That's not surprising either. I told you the whites were sus. There's a reason they weren't on the table. Let's see here. Hone the reds, drop the south. I've got 1, 2 in the dots, 7, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4 in the bamboo, probably gonna cut the 1. My backup pair is the 7s. I don't think Maka's gonna like me cutting the 8 there, but because the 8 just came out, that was kind of my justification for it. It probably would have wanted the 1 or one of my floaters. Yeah, and then I immediately backfire, so... You win, Maka, you win, I'm the idiot. I at the very least recognized my mistake as soon as I made it. The 1 will be our next cut. 5 is guaranteed safe, though. Don't sumo, come on. First row Riichi with Ipatsu Sumo and a concealed pawn of Easts. I didn't think this was going to be our game, but I'm surprised at how much not our game it is. You know what I mean? Wrong wind, I should have dropped the south there. At the very least, the east and the south and the west gave me value. This is a 1-2, looking for a 3. This is a 4-6, looking for a 5. I've got a Dora here, so the 1 and the 9 are my floaters, my weak floaters anyways. 1 slightly weaker. I'll get the East out of here.
ポンです。
That's what I figured. I can always cut the 1 back down to a pair if I need to. And I might need to, because while it looks like this was looking for a 5 to make my pair, I see a 4-5 and a 5-6. I'm looking for 3-6 and 4-7. I don't need the 2 if I've got the 5. And this 9 is my floater I'm going to get rid of, then probably cut the 1 for my pair. Still need the 3, still need the 5. Terminal weight and inside weight. I can cut the 1. So we upgraded our 6 to a 6-7. We slid the 1-2 over to the 2-4 by doing that. And now it's looking like I'm gonna have to drop this 5-pin if I don't catch something. I'll cut the 9 here. I might pick up the 7. And then drop the 4? If I draw 7 or 5, I cut 4 or 8 respectively. And then this 5-pin's gonna have to go at some point. Left or right? To the right, okay. Open con, I don't agree with it, especially when you're in first place. I think it's a very silly, silly move. Gave me double door on my 2, though. Alright, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna get rid of this now, before it gets too much hotter. Now I'm looking for an inside weight, double-sided 4-7, which I have 1 of. Oh, baby! There's no luck like Mahjong luck. I still have to cut the 8 and the 1. But I have no fear on the 1. I'm gonna cut the 8 now, because it's right there. Inside weight. Are you going for outsides? I don't think so, but you might. Yeah, I don't think you're going for outsides. I think you're just playing efficient. You cleared your inside weight, ended up on a double-sided. With a pair left over. All last, here we go. I've got 1 part of a Yakuhai. 1, 2, 2, 6, 8. This 1 is floating. This 8-9 is a terminal weight. Another 6. Let's cut the 8-9. We got 6, 6, 8, 6, 8, 1, 2, 2. I hate to say it, I think I have to get rid of this, this white dragon. If I don't draw one before the end of the row, and there we go. It just made sense. But we're very close to a Tenpai. The 8. I think 668 is stronger than 688, but I'm not sure if I can justify why. I could have pwned those 2s for a Tanyao, but I kind of just want to save third on this one. I think I should have called those 2s. Alright, so the 2s are the pair. This is my only option left. I'm looking for a 7 or a 6 or a 2-mon. We are playing for Tanyao. There's no way to screw this up. Alright. Riichi? Might as well. No Ipatsu, but 7 of characters is our win. Riichi, Tanyao. No Pinfu. I don't think there was a way to save Pinfu. There's no way to get Sanshoku, so I didn't screw that up either. I'm curious on a couple of things. I want to see whether Maka thinks this Riichi is appropriate. I want to see whether Maka thinks I should have stolen the 2 right away. And I really think that's the only questions I had about this match. Everything else was pretty straightforward. At least in my opinion. Five. We could have upgraded our weight if we had waited. He still would have held Senpai. That tile would have gotten stolen. Then we would have Sumo on the 7 anyways. Okay. Reach Sumo, Tanyao. Ura? Can I get some Ura? No. But we secured third. Third and 20k. Gonna be a very minor, like -7 points, something like that. All we did was, we did get last, which is very, very important on the Mahjong Soul ladder. Oh, wow.
イリアは全く分かってないわよね。どっちが姉かなんて、私のオーラを見れば明らかでしょ?
Yeah, exactly. I know a whole lot about Fate Stay Night. That's why I spent so much money on that damn event. Anyway, joking aside, let's get into that review. Crunch it up, Maka. Tell me what you think. C+. I had some very difficult hands there. Don't give me C+. Alright, so you wanted to drop the north. I guess we're gonna look at a lot this game then. C+ is wild to me. This one we got an A on, so this was not the bad one. C- on the Mangan, C down here, and then C- again. I discarded the red. You wanted the 9-pin right away? The red's right there. Why the 9-pin? It's 48 to 35, so it is actually pretty close. It was between these two. But I'm amazed that it's not the red dragon. Alright, now it wants the 9 again, and I agreed. It was tied between the 9 and the white dragon. Even though the 8 is just another floater, it agrees that the 9 is a weaker floater. Ah, so this is where I had the weird pair on the inside. You want the 1 to go? I cut the 8. So it's looking at floaters again. 29, 28, 27. This is a 3-way tie, essentially, on which of these floaters was more useless. I do think I should have dropped the white dragon already. But the 1... I kept the 1 because I was kind of looking for a half flush, and I guess Maka just doesn't agree. Maka rarely targets a Yaku and goes for it. It would much rather just build shapes as efficiently as possible, which is why it's focusing on these floaters and saying get rid of these guys. And the 8 is a pure miss. Now I draw the 1 pin, so I've got a pair. It wants me to drop a floater. I have the 2, the 3, the 1. It wants me to get rid of the 2. And I did. We draw the west. And when I saw the west, I thought half flush guaranteed, right? But again, Maka doesn't aim for Yakus, Maka aims for efficiency. So with a hand like this, what's the most efficient tile to get rid of? The 1 or the white. This is all the way on the end as a floater. This is all the way. This is just an honor. I didn't drop the 1. I cut the 1-3. Once I started to cut the 1-3, now it has to discard the other 1. You want to break my wests apart? To defend against the Riichi? I agree the 1 wasn't necessarily safe, but it was Suji to the 4. And then I think it was the next turn that I pushed on the 3. It doesn't think the 3 is scary at all, somehow. I guess if 3 of the 4 is gone, and all the 1's gone too, so it'd be really hard to have a 1-2 waiting on the 3. It'd be really hard to have a 4-5 waiting on the 3 or the 6. This guy was not Tenpai yet. Now it still wants the West. That's why I took so many hits here. It wants me to Genbutsu discard to be safe against the Riichi. And I refused. I absolutely refused. I kept pushing on tiles and eventually they became safe after I pushed on them. Now we're in a situation where the white is dangerous. Alright. He got dinged on the west wing. I could never have predicted it wanted me to break my opponent apart. And hey, there's another half flush at the table, Maka. Like, you could have gotten me hurt. Real bad there. Let's just go to the last one. Was it this one or the one before it? It was the one before it. What did I want to see here? Whether I should have stolen the 2. No, that was the last one. Yeah, should I have pulled the 2? Wait, why was there a question mark on that one? Oh, you wanted me to discard the Dora right away? On turn 2, you want me to discard a Dora White Dragon? Yeah, you know what, Maka? You're a better player than me if you can pull that one off. The other choice was the 1 of characters, though. So it doesn't mind having the 2s here. Alright, there came the 2. Wait, was the 8 right? Sorry. I discarded the 8. It really wants that 1. That's another one of those things. Maka wanted this 1 for like 4 turns in a row. I refused to discard it. I thought my blocks were fine, but I guess not. 1, 2, 2, drop the 1. Maybe it really sees the Tanyao, and I didn't notice the Tanyao until like start of the second row. 64%. It wanted to pull in those 2s. It wants that Tanyao. I don't think open Tanyao is the right play here, though. I guess maybe once the White Dragon is gone, you're out of options. But Maka just wants me to play... Maka wants me to play for 3rd. I disagreed. It wanted me to not go Riichi, though. This was the last thing we wanted to see, was whether or not it liked the Riichi. It wants to discard. It does not want the Riichi. And then once we're locked in, we sumo. You don't need Maka to tell you that that's the right move. So we missed the Tanyao that it wanted us to take. We didn't play Genbutsu against a Riichi. And that was really the only mistakes we made. We got a C for it. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like and subscribe button. It really helps small channel like this one grow and reach a wider audience. And I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Goodbye.